Praise God. We're looking at the 9th piece of the St. Croix River sketches called St. Croix Dalles. And this is where the river comes and has a kind of a little waterfall and cascading through a deep area where there's cliffs and fast-moving water. So we'll imitate some of that, just kind of in the mood of the piece here. So we're starting in the key of E, and we've got some strumming chords which go from an E, which is like a D chord moved up 2 frets, and so we're strumming down, up, and moving down to a D chord. Now the E chord in first position, D, now an E chord on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th string to an E chord, to a D chord, and then we move and just use the 4th and the 5th string. And then we're going to come to 2/4 time. We have a little distance here. We have the E, and then we have a D, open D, and a C sharp. It's a minor second dissonant. The 6th, back to 4/4 time, we have the E in the bass. So let's try to skip the E in the bass. We have a D, now a D with a suspended 4th, and the D major 7th, D getting higher, D major 7th, E minor, the D to the E major chord, and then we have, using our thumb, a bass run. Take my thumb, down, up, down. Alright, now moving, we have an E chord coming all the way across arpeggio. I'm going to slide with a melody and a G sharp to an A. And some slurs to a B7 chord. Now we've got arpeggios very lightly, so it's D sharp, D natural, D sharp, B. Back to the E. A to a G sharp, slide it down. Little slurs here. Now we've got C7. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to do a little half bar. I'm going to have my 2nd finger on the F sharp, the 1st finger on the F, and pick an arpeggio on those 3 strings, A, D, and G strings. Lift up my 2nd finger, go to the 1st finger. 2nd finger back down, and then an open string. Now we have a C7 chord in the 1st position. Now I'm going to strum it lightly in rhythm. Now we have some slurs. Back to the C7 chord. Strum it. Open the B string. So these slurs, C natural to a B. Now we have a little scale run coming up the 4th string chromatically. So it's pull-offs, F sharp, A, B flat. Then we're coming up the 2nd string, with a G in between. We're going to have a B7 chord with an E that's going to be resolved into the B7. Now we're back to the E. This time we're going to be strumming the chords, but we'll take the chords and slide them down a fret and then come back. open D string dissonant, minor second, 6, D, D suspended fourth, D major 7, D, D major 7, E minor, D, D major 7, and then we're going to have a B, an F sharp as an open B and G strings. Letting that ring out as we play a B in the bass, and we're going to use a tremolo played with the thumb and the index finger. Now we have some arpeggios where we're working off of a G7 chord. So it's B to C. Alright, now we have minor second and major second. C sharp and D, and an A and a B. And strum adding an open E string with a rasquedo. Back to the G7. Back to down to a B flat. And then we're going to have an A suspended fourth chord with a D there. And a C7 rasquedo. So when you do a rasquedo, you have your index, middle, and ring finger, and index finger, little finger, all 4 fingers, and you're going to put your thumb on it, and then you snap them out one at a time with some force. Now we got the B7 chord, and we're going to be pulling off the C to open B string, and an A sharp, and then just doing chromatically. To the C7 chord, and a backwards arpeggio with the ring finger. So we go G, open E, D, E7, our little run, C7 again, and B7. Gonna have a little run here. This is A, G, F sharp, working off of a B7 chord. The same thing an octave lower. Diminished chord, B7. Back to our E chord. This time we're going to arpeggiate it with a ring, middle, index, or a middle index thumb. Broke a nail here, so I'm going to use my ring finger, index, and thumb. Strum, D, E, our little dissonance, 6, coming up just as before, D. Chords where it's the same as before, D major 7, E minor, D, D major 7, E minor, and then we're going to arpeggiate them. Open B. I'm going to strum the E chord here. We've got a G sharp, open B, a B, and an E. Take the thumb and do the ending, which is something like that. You can use the index finger. A little more power with the thumb if you can get the wrist movement right. There you go. All right, so there are the tricks and techniques involved with the St. Croix Dalles as we imitate all that rolling water. All right, I hope you enjoyed the St. Croix River sketches and the different techniques and moods that were involved with that group of songs. Take care. God bless.